sponsored by Model Maker's Workshop. Need parts for your next model project? Model Maker's Workshop has you covered with the best aftermarket accessories around. And by Gaahleri, your one-stop shopping for all your airbrush needs. Good evening, everybody. Live from Youngstown, Ohio. It's Friday night. Hope everybody's having a good evening. We had a really nice week in Youngstown here. Finally, we got out of the cold for a little while. Man, we got up into the 60s even. All that snow, the 13 inches of snow and the big mountains at the end of everybody's driveway, all pretty much all melted away. But it's going to get cold again starting tonight, so it's not over yet. For us, I kind of think, excuse me, I think St. Patrick's Day tends to be the traditional last snow of the year. So, hell, we got still a month to go. So, anyways, I welcome everybody to the stream. Am I echoing at all? Because for some reason, I was getting some feedback from my speaker. So, little sound check, 1, 2, 3. Anyways, I see a few of my favorite people here. There's Joe, and there's Kevin, and Jim. Hi, Jim. Welcome. I saw my brother Dave earlier. Welcome. There's Mikey. Hey, Matt's here from last week. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Johnny. I can't stay on there and say hi to everybody, but there's Krista, too. Krista is going to be a moderator along with her papa, Kevin Smith. So thank you guys for moderating. Well, the only thing is, Kevin's like the troublemaker, so I don't know why I have him as a moderator, but he's a good guy. Anyways, hey, good show. Hey, if you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, please hit like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I really appreciate it. It just kind of helps me get in the YouTube algorithm and more people learn about the show. And I think the more people that watch it just gets more exciting. So I really appreciate it if you could do that for me. Appreciate everybody tuned in to last week's show. I thought it was a great show. We had so much fun with Matt Hickey and Matt's Model and More. And Matt looks like he's a guest in the chat tonight. So, hey, Matt, it was a good show. I really had a lot of fun with you last week. But I'll tell you what, not to disappoint, tonight's show is Mark Eisenbraun with GrandpaMark's Hobbies. And I think that's going to be an equally good show. I had a lot of requests for quite some time about Mark. So it's a lot of fun. He's in the ready room back there standing by. So we'll be bringing him on very soon. So far, I've been very lucky, and I thank everybody who's agreed to be a guest on the show. So let's talk about some of the future guests coming up here, too. Let me get I'm trying to navigate. I'm still not the best at this. Okay, so here's some upcoming guests. So next Friday night is going to be Ricky. He goes by Shaggy. So it's Ricky Shaggy Woodall of Shaggy's Awesome Garage YouTube channel. And really good builder. He does a lot of scratch building. He has a pretty creative mind and comes up with some pretty cool stuff, and he does some tutorials and stuff. So I think he's going to be a lot of fun. He sent me a whole bunch of pictures, so it looks like we got all kinds of good stuff to talk about next week. And then when Matt was on last week, he had recommended a guy to me from Facebook. And so next week, Dano, known as Lead'em Rack from Facebook, is going to join me. Doesn't have a channel, but he's on Facebook. And Lead'em Rack means model car backwards. So that's an interesting name. But he's very talented builder, phenomenal painter. So he's going to be a lot of fun too. He's given me quite a bit of his work for us to look at and talk about. So he's going to be my first guest from Facebook. So I'm kind of excited about that one. And then the next week, I got James Tester from the Scale Model Experiment. He's another Ohio guy. So we got Grandpa Mark is from Ohio, actually about a mile away from me. And then James is up from Mentor, Ohio, so he's about, I don't know, 90 minutes away. So a lot of good Youngstown builds, a lot of good model builders and YouTube channels. So, but anyways, I'm really blessed to have everybody agreeing to be on the show with me, and I'm going to keep searching. So, we got to get some more scheduled up here. Okay, so what else we got here? Speaking of Facebook, so my Facebook group is Model Building and Retirement, same name as the show here. And I got to thank everybody. I mean, that is just suddenly started exploding on me. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, we had 200 group members. Actually less than that, but right now, as of today, it was like 1,200. In fact, I can't keep up with everybody's posts. I'm trying to keep up with welcoming everybody because I try to answer everybody and greet everybody. But I'm very excited that so many people are joining in, and awesome builders. I mean, I look at all your work and it's like I got to go back to school on model building. But thank you for joining my group, and everybody is welcome. So it's a lot of fun. So it's just another avenue to explore. And also, what else we got here? Okay, so we got my first show is coming up. So let me get that on the screen here real quick. So my very first show of the year is going to be Saturday, March 21st, just a couple days, or just about a month away. And that's down in the Columbus area. Actually, it's called the McCoy Center in Hilliard, Ohio. Great show. That was my first show last year. It's a big show. A lot of vendors. So I'm looking forward to going to that show and hoping to meet a bunch of you guys there if you can make it down there. And I believe I was just talking to Mark right before we started. It looks like he's planning on being down there too. And I know James Tester will be down there. So it's going to be a fun show, and a lot of content creators will be at that one. So that's my first show of the year, coming right up around the corner. I got to get some more builds done. Another thing, I'm experimenting a little bit, because when I do the live broadcast, I know not everybody can watch. In fact, I'm looking on my monitor over here. I got like 46 people watching at the moment, and I see that kind of grows throughout the show. But YouTube does not push the live stream podcasts like they do a video. So a wider audience, unless you're really subscribed to me, you may not even know about the podcast. So if you missed the podcast, you'll find it under my homepage under the tab called Live, and you'll see anything that I ever did live, and it'll be these live shows. But also sometimes I just go live while I'm building. So some of those are there too. But I'm trying a little experiment now, and we're going to see. I did it last week. Didn't get very many viewers, but I thought it might just be easier to find me. So I'm launching a Sunday podcast replay. So essentially it is this show just being replayed on a Sunday, and I have it scheduled for noon on Sundays. So it's just easier to navigate and easier to find in case you missed the show on Friday night. So you have a couple ways of doing it. You can watch me live now on Friday night, or you can go to my live button on my homepage and find it, or on Sunday at noon, it'll become one of my videos. So one way or another, I'm going to get you guys to watch me. Okay. What else did I have here? I'm going to get my comments turned on too, see what you guys are talking about here. Okay. Hey, one thing I want to do is I'm going to no longer endorse one of my products. I do product reviews, and when I use products or whatnot, and I'm sponsored by certain people, and if I like my products, I will endorse it, and if I don't like my products, I will not endorse it. So Livestream is the platform that I do the live show with, and it's sad to say because I really like this platform. I like the fact that I could do all the banners. We can put the chats onto the screen, which, speaking of which, I didn't do that yet. Let me do that. So that puts them all right here on the screen. And that's good for the replay. That way you know what the chat room was talking about during the live stream. But anyways, the problem is I've been having all kinds of issues trying to get logged in. It just tells you, oops, something went wrong, and you can't get in. And last Friday, it was just minutes before the show before I can finally get in. And I did like a work ticket, a couple work tickets, no responses from anybody whatsoever. All you got was an automated email response, have you tried your internet connection, or, have you refreshed your browser, all that generic stuff, which of course I did all that stuff. So I'm not very happy at all with this platform. It's pretty pricey too. It's a pretty high premium to pay every month. The only thing is I have been shopping around, but it looks like some of the other stream shows have issues too, so I haven't picked one yet. I don't know. I think I found a workaround for this to work. No thanks to those guys. So anyways, I just wanted to say that because they automatically, when you have a membership and you use their product like this, they give you an affiliate link. So I had a link in my comments section, and if you ever join live stream, you would get like 10% off the cost. And I would get a commission, but I don't want their commission, and I'm not going to recommend them to you guys. So that's been removed. I just wanted to put that out there. Shame on you guys, StreamYard. Where's your customer service? I mean, come on now. Anyways, all right, so let's move on. There's something else that's new. I got some inside news from my rep at Gaahleri, who's my sponsor. And Gaahleri is a company that sells airbrushes and paints and compressors. And the paints are fairly a new line. It's called the Kaleido lines there. But my rep had reached out to me just real recently. And this is something that they're working on right now. So let me get it on screen here and I'll show you. So this is something that has not launched yet. But I had, when I tried their products, I gave him feedback that I liked their paints. But, my MCW enamels is a favorite of mine. And one of the things I liked about MCW is that you can buy automotive colors, color match to all make and model cars. And I recommended they try something like that. Well, they haven't got to that level yet, but they are announcing more new colors are coming out. But what looks really cool, and I got the first picture on screen here, this is going to be called Color Lab from Kaleido. And it's going to be like finding the closest match to a color or a way to mix your colors and make your own custom colors, which I already started doing even without this, just by experimenting. But they're going to be giving you the how would you call it? The recipe of two colors, so if you want to, make a custom shade or a custom color. So let me show you the next slide here. So it's called the Color Lab, and it looks like here, like there's a shade of green, and you can color mix, you can make your mix and you can save your mix so that you'll be able to refer to it and do your next shade the same way, which is going to be nice, because sometimes, if you make a custom mix and you didn't make enough of it, like I do, it's kind of hard to recreate. But if you have a recipe for it, that's going to help a lot. So I'm not quite sure exactly how it's going to work, but this looks like it's pretty exciting stuff. Here's a picked color. Like if you pick this color, it's going to give you the closest matches to their existing colors or a way to mix it to match what you want. So, it looks like it's going to be pretty exciting. So just wanted to share that. Supposedly they're also coming out with some new airbrushes and compressors. Get my screen back. There we go. But I think that's pretty cool. I wanted to share that. I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that, but he shared it with me. So, okay. So what else we got? All right, we're gonna do bench update. I got to tell you though, it's been a hectic week for me. I haven't been doing much in the way of model building. I got to admit, the guys that are still working full time and building all these models. I don't know how you do it because I really amped up my hours. I've been off for a whole year on retirement, and I think most of you know I went back to work just to kind of help them out because the guy that replaced me wasn't working out, and quality and safety manager, they definitely needed that. So I've been working like 8 or 10 hours a week, which isn't bad. But we finally found a guy, and it looks like he's actually a good candidate. He's working out pretty good. I spent the week with him this week, but I'm working basically full time to get him comfortable in the job, and I'll probably do that again next week. But at the same time, my truck went crazy, some kind of electrical problem. It's killing my battery. I replaced the battery thinking that was it because it was like 4 or 5 years old and we just had some really cold weather. I thought, well, sometimes that happens. But the very next night, that battery that was nearly $300 died down to 4 volts. So I do have an appointment with that, but I'm kind of scared because you get into this, what kind of electrical issue do you have in a short or whatever? I'm hoping they can find it. Anyways, we had that. My plumbing was all stopped up this morning, so I'm having a heck of a week. But I'm not been motivated to build because I'm so exhausted and a little bit stressed out at work. I know you guys that work full time are really feeling sorry for me right now. I know, huh? Anyways, all right, let me switch cameras, and I'll give you my bench camera here. Okay, so been working on this. This is my 67th Plymouth GTX, and if you've been following me, I did have a paint issue where I started getting some, what would you call it? It was like a crackling textured effect in the paint. I forget what that's called. Sometimes when I'm live, I can't think of the words as easy, but it just wasn't working out, so I stripped the car totally down and repainted it. And somebody had made a suggestion a while back that I should make it a vinyl top car, which I did. So this has been repainted, it has been re-clear coated, and now I just applied the vinyl top today. And that is done. I can get it on camera here. This top actually had trim already around the body side there. I have not chromed that yet. But I added those little strips on the roof there to make it look like seams for the top. And I used a textured, my hood fell off. I used a textured lacquer from MCW Paints on that roof. And then I also went over that texture with, okay, here's your black textured lacquer from MCW. And this is my third vinyl top with that, and I still have a half a bottle left. This comes ready to spray right out of the bottle. But then I topped it off because it sprays pretty good, but it doesn't color really good. So what I did is after I got the texture on there, I went back over it with Tamiya Semi-Gloss Black number X18. My recommendation is you could either do it that way, do the texture and then cover it with black, or cover it with the black first and then put your texture on. But I found that the black texture alone didn't really color it real well, so it needed a little extra help. So I still got to do the chrome work on this. And I have to admit, sometimes I make some stupid mistakes, and I think it's because, I've been tired, but I'm trying to keep my build going. But like on this hood, for example, I forgot to put the hood scoops on first. Normally you would do that when it's still bare plastic, so that you get all that taken care of and then do all your priming and painting. So I forgot to do that. And then shame on me because when I stripped that paint down, I'd already known that I had forgot to put those on. But when I went to go to repaint, it was only after I put the yellow on there that I remembered that I forgot again to put them on. So I glued them on after the fact. I'm not really happy with it because I got little gaps. I'm kind of working it out. I don't know. I'm either going to strip it down, but the chances of getting my paint to match is a little tricky when you're dealing with the yellow especially. I may black it out, which would not have been factory. Now the model, or the car itself, had these little two bands of black that run across the hood and the trunk lid. Now, and the kit comes with decals. I don't really care for those stripes, but that's one of my things. I could either black out the hood, or I think I'm going to tape off stripes, but they'll be a little wider and they'll cover that. And I think I can fix that problem that way. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I got some work to do. I got to wire my engine, got the engine partially assembled. I got my little pre-wired distributor and stuff. So that's where we are on that. Hopefully I'll get back on that soon, but I am excited because the job looks like I'm going to be able to retire again like I'm supposed to be. So, all right, let me switch cameras here. Get back on to our USB camera. Hello, there I am. Okay, good. All right. I think I got everything that I wanted to talk about out of the way, so I think it's time to bring on our guest. I'm real excited, real pleased to bring on Mark. So I have a little video put together, a little video montage, and as soon as I play that, he'll be on screen with us. So stand by, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage the model builder with the golden voice, Grandpa Mark. Hello, Mark. How you doing, my friend?
I am great.
Good to have you on the show. I really appreciate you joining me tonight.
I'm really happy to be here. Thank you very much for asking.
Good deal. Yeah, everybody's been talking about you for a while now, like, oh, man, with the golden voice. I was trying to tune my microphone.
Decent voice.
Pardon me?
I said, with a face like this, you need a good voice.
You're a handsome little devil, especially with that haircut that you got here recently. So
yeah, that took it. Never did come all the way back.
You know, before we even get started, though, if you don't mind, I just want to point out a couple things to the guests or the watchers of the stream, in case you don't know Grandpa Mark and his channel, which I will have a link in my description of his YouTube channel. But Grandpa Mark's Hobbies. But I just want to thank you because you do a really good job of calling this out every one of your videos. You do a thank you to all the service members and the first responders. And, I just think that's great. I don't hear enough people doing that. And in fact, I haven't been doing it, but I think that's great. And I appreciate you doing that.
Thank you very much. I started that about a year in, and I just think everybody there deserves it. They really do. They sign a blank check for us every day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think it's great that you remember that. So I'm gonna have to pick up that habit. And then on the montage, I know that you had made an update there, so you might have noticed I had a wrong date on your cancer awareness build, but I do have that screen up here. Let me get that up here for you. Just bear with me here. Find out where I put that slide. There it is. Okay, so another thing that Mark does that I think is awesome is that he supports breast cancer awareness. So he does a...
Okay, we do a 24-hour group build with the four of us, myself, Lennis Schultz, Bruce from Bruce's Eclectic World, who is the man behind the scene and in front, and Jason from Gaahleri Design. All got together last year and decided this is the way to go, and we started a GoFundMe for it, and it just took off from there, and we had a blast doing it.
Great, great. Yeah, so that's October 17th.
Yes.
And the other cool thing that you do with this, let me see if I can find it here, is he does that GoFundMe. And when you hit the goal, let's see if I can find it. I got the wrong screen up here. Bear with me. So last year, I think it was $1,000, but this year, I think you're upping it to 2,000. But look what he did. He hit his goal last year and shaved his head live on his channel all the way down the bear.
That was my Uncle Fester look.
It definitely was. In fact, if on your video, I think you had a slide of Uncle Fester. But really cool. I'm too vain.
The bad thing is, it really didn't all come back the way this is. I haven't trimmed this since October 9th or 10th.
Oh boy. Yeah, so be careful. It might not come back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This year it's $2,000 or I'm not doing it.
Hey, I was just advised by my lovely assistant, Debbie, who handed me a note saying there was a definite echo whenever Mark speaked. And I apologize. I had a speaker running here, so you were getting feedback from that. So let me know if that audio sounds better now. I think I resolved that. Is it okay now? Thank you, boss.
Everything's good.
Hey, you want to get on camera?
No.
She will not get on camera. Thanks, Debbie. Okay, so, oh boy.
That 24-hour group build is a whole lot of fun. We had, I think, 9 people on the screen at the same time, and I don't think we went below 70 people the whole night. And that was all the way until the next day, the next morning. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
I like that. Come on, Debbie.
Yeah, I don't think she'll do it. I had a little video clip of her at one of the shows, and she kind of reprimanded me for having that on there. Anyways, I'm going to have to try one of those group builds. I frankly don't know how everybody does it, because even in retirement, I don't know how I manage time, or maybe I manage my time poorly. Like the only one I'm doing right now is that USAC build for the 69 Camaro.
Yeah. And that's still in the box behind me.
Yeah. I got to get back on track with that too. I've got finishing stuff to do, and I want to get that to that show coming up there in Columbus. So
yeah,
and just a week before that, it'll be debut time, anyways. But yeah,
well,
I'll try to get on one of those builds.
I'm going to call you out. Do the 24-hour build with us.
Yeah. Okay.
We cheat. I set it up to where it's kind of a cheat, because you're allowed to have your body finished and ready to go with decals on it and all that. So all that hard work is already taken care of before the show starts, or before the build starts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a big part of it. Yeah. If you got all that knocked out.
Well, I did that so everybody that wanted to come in would have a good setup and a good opportunity to be able to finish. Because 24 hours, I'm not kidding. By the time 3 o'clock came around, if I would have had to glue anything else on, it would have been to my forehead.
Right. I did tune in. I watched it, though. That was pretty cool. And then your build came out beautiful. That was the pink.
Thank you.
Was it the pink Cuda, right?
That was the pink Cuda. This one right here, I don't have batteries in it, but I did even light this. I know that hood scoop was going to come off, but we even lit this, headlights and taillights. That was fun. It was a fun night.
Yeah.
Wired the engine. The engine wasn't even started on this when I got into it. So it was fun. A whole lot of fun.
Yeah. Nice build. Yeah. You'd never know that was a 24-hour build. So
I'm going to take it. You will when you see it at the show.
I think I did see that, though. I think I saw it in Cleveland. By the way, you did
I did take that.
Yes, you did. And you did a really, really, really good job chronicling the Cleveland show. I know that was a
Oh,
multi-part series on your channel, and if anybody
yeah,
wants to
thank you.
see what that Cleveland show is all about, check out Mark's channel. But I think you had like 4 different episodes, from
I
vendors
did.
to
Yeah.
aircraft to
And I
military.
promised him I got one more to do for him. I just haven't had time with work and the cold weather to get it out.
Yeah, you did an
So
outstanding job on that, though.
that's going to be again. Um, that's Cleveland Motor Show 29. It'll be their 29th year this year, and that'll be November 1st. I think I have written down. So I'll be there again, and I'll film it a lot better. I have better ideas this year than I did last year, so it should be better videos than what you saw this year.
All right. Well, you did good. And
Thank
and I
you.
was at that show with you, and wasn't that cool when you and I were by the kids, the children's table, the
Yes,
younger?
how about that?
That
That
was
made my
really
whole
awesome.
day. It really did. That made my whole day.
Yeah. And some of those builds were better than mine.
Oh, I know. I know. I told the one boy, I forget what he built, and I wish I could remember, but I told him, I said, I'm glad I'm not competing against that because I would have lost for sure. He did a heck of a job. But everybody did there. There was a lot of amazing work there.
Yeah. I was really pleased to see the kids, though, because at the
Yes.
Columbus show last year, there was only one. There was a table for teenage builds, and there was only one
Oh, see,
car.
that's sad.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
So I was glad to see Cleveland had a better
Yeah.
representation there. So, all
Yeah,
right. So let's see
that's the
here.
future of the hobby right there. We can
Yeah.
get them in early.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I'm
because right
working
now,
with my
about the youngest
grandson.
guy I know, besides those couple kids that we met at the Cleveland show, is Mikey from Chester's Models, and he's not exactly a kid. He's 29. I mean, I call him a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah. My
But
grandson Luke is getting into the Gundam kits now,
oh, is he
and
good?
yeah, and I have to say thank you because a buddy of mine's really got him going. So he has a
Good.
lot of fun with them. He's got a whole bunch of them set up in the dining room.
Well, let's hope it evolves and turns into more form, huh?
I hope so. I got that. You were talking about Gaahleri. They sent me that new airbrush, that Seeker airbrush, which is their entry level airbrush now. And I tried it out the other day, and I thought, this is what I'm going to teach Luke how to use the airbrush. That's going to be his airbrush.
Cool.
So it's perfect for a beginner. I tell you what, it did. I'm going to grab this. Not throwing commercials out or anything, but it did a heck of a job for I think a $50 airbrush. So that's going to be his.
So is that the replacement for the GHAD 39, which was the entry
Yes,
brush?
yes. And there's no tools needed with this one.
Oh, okay,
To
good.
to clean it, you don't have to use the little wrench. And with these hands, that was oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I stayed with rattle cans as long as I did.
Well, cool. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I still have a couple of the GHAD 39s, and I still use them. I love them.
They're good airbrushes.
So I'm anxious to try out that new one. So okay, so I'll tell you what. I think we ought to show some of your builds here and kind of talk about them,
Okay.
because one of the things too, we'll see them here. Let's see if I can find them. Is Yeah, let's start off with these, because it's really cool. I'm going to call it your signature build, but you're the only guy I know who does this. I know others do, but you light up most of your builds, and these things look so cool at a show on a table with these lights going, and you do a really good job. I mean, it's not just
Thank
a
you.
light bulb in a headlight. You got them colored right. The lighting, everything is just amazing.
It's honestly a lot easier than you'd think. I tell everybody if I can do it, anybody can do it.
I know you
So
did a how-to video. Look at that.
I did. That was a fun build.
Yeah, you did a how-to video, and I will have to try it one of these days. But I think that is so cool. Yeah, it
Thank
just
you.
it brings them to life. I
The
like all you
hardest
little
part
guys.
about doing it all is, oh, they're fun. I still play with toys.
I know.
But the hardest part about doing all this is hiding the battery. Where, you got to think before you start doing anything of how you're going to get that battery out of there.
Yeah. Didn't you have something you were going to show me? Was it this Camaro where you were going to demonstrate
It
where the
is.
battery
You
is?
brought the Camaro up, and I was like, wow, that's perfect.
All right, hold on a second. Let me get you on screen big time. Let me remove that. And I'm going to take myself off for a second, but you won't be able to hear me when I'm
Okay.
off. Okay.
All right. Again, you got to think of how to hide the battery. I didn't light the taillights on this one. I should have, but there's a reason why I didn't, is because the only place I could hide this battery is in the trunk, and there wasn't enough room here to be able to pull the gas tank out. So I pulled the whole back bumper off, and that's where the battery will go. And these are neat. They got a little on-off switch. You get a bunch of them for not a whole lot of money. But I used magnets there's a magnet up underneath here, and then a magnet on this that holds this in place. So it just drops in there, and you'll never know the difference. So again, that's once you figure out how to hide the battery, you win, because everything else is just running wires.
Yeah. Looks
and
good.
Seriously, the people that can run distributor wires, this is easy compared to that.
You're right. And I really wish I would have slowed down, especially when I did that, the one above me on my shelf back there, the semi truck with the trailer. I should have lit that sucker up because that sucker would look so cool with, lights on every one of those steps. I guess it's not too late for the trailer though, because
you could do the trailer.
The trailer would be easy. Underneath. The cab would be a little tough to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to build take another stab at the truck.
Well, time to go order one.
Yeah, right.
But these are.
Get back to the slide there.
I'm coming up here real close. That's the LED. That big.
Hold on, let me get you big.
Okay. That's the LEDs. And you get, I think, 50 of them for $20. I've never had one of them not work. So they are awesome. The wires are long enough to where you can go from the front of the car to the back of the car and still have room to bring everything out to put the battery in. So it took me a while to find those, and I ended up finding them on Amazon real cheap. And it even comes with a little battery holder that has alligator clips on it for like a test. So you can plug the LEDs in the back of it and test them.
There you go.
As you go. Yeah. It's great.
And I thought about if I started doing that too, I think I would put them on my shelf back here, and I would use, like, I saved those little bricks from cell phones or whatever, little low-powered bricks. And when I do like my Christmas train layout, I light up a bunch of cars. But there's no place to hide the, battery and stuff. I mean, they're small; they're 143rd scale, or 1/43rd scale. So what I do is I drill a hole through my table and run the wires down below, but I power it with a little transformer. But I think if I got into doing what you're doing, I would put them on a transformer on my display so they could be just lit all day long and never worry about running out. But I'll have to give it a try.
There's Bruce from Bruce's Eclectic World. He actually drills, I'm going to pull the Camaro back up. He drills through his back tires, and he glues little pieces of tin can to the bottom of the wire, or to the bottom of the tires, and then has the same thing on the base. So when you set it down on the base, the power goes up through the tires.
Wow.
And runs it. And that opens up a whole nother where you can start putting little computer chips in there and make your turning signals flash. and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I've seen people do those little magnets or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorite builds, and I got it sitting in front of me. It looks so much better on camera than it does in person.
Mine's the opposite. I think I get my photographs are a little too close, so they look better in person than they do on camera for mine.
I'll be honest with you. I've watched your intros and everything, and you have those kits blown up so big, and they look so good.
Oh,
Really good builds.
thanks.
I'm always impressed with that.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I had a guy, and I'm not gonna call him a troll because to me, a troll is a guy just coming in to be a troublemaker, and just
Yeah.
stir up and get a reaction. This guy, I think, was being honest, but rude. So I had a short of a 71 or 70 Torino that I did for my brother in Denver. And it was like my third build, in 50 years. And I know it's not my best work, but I have it on a little short on YouTube. And I just got a comment the other day saying, you have nothing to be proud of with that kind of crappy build.
See, it's just that's uncalled for.
It is. I mean, I wrote him back. I wasn't going to respond to it, but I wrote him back and I says, I know it's not my best work. And I told him though, I says, but and I'm thick skinned, so your comment doesn't bother me. But I said, there are so many builders coming into the hobby that I see guys like you on Facebook and other places diss their work and ridicule them. And that just breaks their inspiration to go on sometimes. So,
Right.
kind of shame on you. I do want everybody to know that I didn't delete his comment. I left it up because it was directed to me and I don't care. But if he ever does that to any of you guys that are on my group pages or whatever, they're going to be banned and deleted immediately because I will not put up with somebody who badmouths another
We're the
guy's
same
work.
way there too.
Yeah.
So
But anyways,
one
I
thing
wasn't
that
going to say it.
people don't
But,
remember.
pardon me?
One thing that people don't remember or even think about is everybody is at a different level.
That's true.
With their builds. I mean, they're at their level, and if they're happy showing their level, I'm happy to see it. I really like seeing everybody's builds where they are. And what's neat is if you start following these guys.
I'm saying hi to Johnny. He says he sucks.
I do too. I'm a hack, I say. But if you start following these guys over maybe a year or two, it's incredible and so cool to see how much they evolve and where they go. And man, that's just, especially when you got your group going and you see these guys week after week and day after day. It's exciting to watch how they evolve.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about the hobby is seeing where everybody is at their level and I would never be a judge because everybody wins.
Yeah, I could not do that job.
Right. No.
I can't even pick my favorite build. I tell you, but I mean, like, I know I've come a long way, and I actually went back and watched that short again, and the guy was right. It wasn't good work.
But when you were building it, it was the best you could build.
It was like bottle number 3.
And then you had the guts to put that out for the whole world to look at. No matter if it was the best car build in the world or just I got fingerprints all over it with glue, it's the best you're doing. Be proud of it.
Yeah.
And it just irks me so much to see these negative comments And to me, that's just asking to be removed from our group.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you want to not be in my group, start talking bad about somebody else. You can talk bad about yourself all day long, because I do.
I left it up because it was directed to me, and I'm hoping that my fans will come to my rescue and beat them up for me.
Yeah, I post every, unless it's let's say not G rated. I'll post every comment that's commented. I hold them because I've had some that were not even close to G rated, and I'll delete those. But anything else, I'll put on my comment section, and I will comment every single comment. So good, bad, or indifferent. And I've had people go, "Hey, dummy, why is your intake backwards?" And you look and you're like, "Oh, it is."
I think I did give him one more jab in that my comment to him too, though. I said something like, it was my third build, but judging by your ego, I'm assuming your first build probably won first place in a show someplace, and that is something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I just had a guy badmouth one of the airbrushes.
Really?
That you can see that's junk. Well, it's the the proof's in the pudding.
I know it.
And I asked him. I said, well, I'd like to know why you think that. I mean, obviously you were able to use it already, so I gave him that number because I know there's not that many of them out there. But then again, I told myself, let's prove that I'm not just telling you, oh, you want to buy this because I get it free and I'm trying to sell it.
Right.
So this 32 build that I'm doing right now, I'm going to only use that airbrush just to show it is a good airbrush.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's the same thing whenever I demo anything. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, I give photographs up close and stuff. So if I'm talking about the paints, because I'm getting a lot of people, not a lot of people, but there's people criticizing the Kaleido, like, oh, the water bait sucks. But I've got builds that prove that you probably can't tell. If I didn't tell you what paint that is, and you know what I'm talking about, because you used it too. If you didn't tell somebody what kind of paint it is, they would never know that was a water-based acrylic versus a 2K or an enamel or a lacquer.
No, you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
You can't. And I mean, I've already won a couple of trophies with the Gaahleri paints. So the proof is right there with that.
Yeah.
I can't spray anything but water-based paints down here because I'm literally landlocked in the middle of the house, so I have to use user-friendly paints. And these Kaleido paints, honestly, they just go nice.
Yeah,
they do.
I notice I have to just try a little harder with them, but it's probably because I'm not exclusively using them yet.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I get excellent
hard to
results.
Go from one to the other, and remember, okay, I got to have this setting here, but this setting here, it gets mushed up.
Right.
So, but I did learn though that if you jack the pressure up to about close to 30 psi with the Kaleido paint, it goes down really nice.
Yeah. I noticed they're putting out on their website
the plate.
They're doing little tutorials too now.
Thumbs up. I saw that.
Yeah.
But I want to give you a thumbs up for what you did tonight.
And
you
that
stood up and said, you know what? I'm not going to promote this because I don't like it. And kudos for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want people saying, oh man, Ken, you told me that and it's garbage. But right. There is stuff. All of us are going to get different results. There was a comment on my Facebook group about somebody didn't know Don Yost had passed away, but they were watching some of his videos. And, then some of the comments were saying that he was a little arrogant or whatever, or others said he was the best. I know he was one of the early channels and, he helped a lot of people. God bless his soul, but,
help me.
But you know what? I did make a comment there because his airbrush style, his method does not work for me. It was like totally opposite of the way I spray, but he got beautiful results. But I could not recreate results using his method. So it just goes to show that when any of us does a tutorial, it's not the only way, and it may not work for you as well as it works for me. And sometimes, you got to watch a couple other people and watch all their methods and then pick your own or a mixture of, what techniques. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, we're not telling everybody this is how to do it.
Right.
We'll tell them this is how we do it. It works for me. I'm happy. I hope you like it. Give it a shot. If it doesn't, try something else.
Right.
There's a million ways to do stuff.
I'm looking at this picture up on the screen, man. You sure got enough figures there. They look really good, though. I love the way you do that.
That even. Thank you. That's a really fun build there. That was my first Kaleido build too, by the way.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But I had so much fun taking the pictures. I bet you I had 1,000 pictures of that when I was done with it. with my little bucket of people.
Yeah. I like the little sound effect too.
This is their apartment.
You're nuts. You're nuts. I get a kick out of the video too, because you start out with them all surrounding your build and then you move them out of the way, but then you always get that one guy going, ah!
Oh yeah, something's going to fall.
Funny. I like this little McDonald bag in the back of that rumble seat too. I thought that was cool.
You know what? Until you showed me that picture, I forgot I did that. That was so fun.
How did you do that?
Same time period. I found a picture on YouTube or on the internet and just copied it, put it on Facebook or on I can't talk. Put it on Photoshop and shrunk it down. Then put it on Publisher and got it to the right scale on Publisher and just printed it on the printer. And I got a new printer, my Canon printer. I love that thing. It does great detail. So
it looks like
away with doing stuff like that.
But it looks like it's got body to it, so
I folded it up.
Oh, okay, that's how you did it. Because somebody says it looked like a tea bag.
Yeah, that's exactly the way I folded it. I had it all spread out flat, and then brought the two sides in, and then brought the back around, and used Mod Podge to hold it all together.
That's a fun part about building, though. It's all those little things, It's this fun stuff. Yeah, there's a pretty picture of it.
My mom always talked about she got to take a ride in a rumble seat. So I had to build a car with a rumble seat for her.
Oops. I guess she's. Okay. It's her dad. She can't moderate her dad. Sorry to interrupt you, buddy. That wasn't the comment I was going to show, anyways. Sometimes the comments slide by as I'm trying to click on it, and I grab the next one. But people talking about Kaleido. I'm sorry. Yeah. Carry on.
Oh no, I was just saying. My mom got to. She used to talk. I could remember her talking about the ride in the rumble seat. I have no idea. She said it was a brown car. That's all she knew about it. So when I had the opportunity to do a rumble seat, I cut the trunk open and did that for her.
That's neat. Yeah.
So, that's fun. I have a lot of fun. The two or the three people in there stayed with that build, so I have to replace them.
I would like to do that too. I need to find more figures, and you're really good at painting their faces too, better than I am. But I think they look good in models, especially the ones where people do action scenes. Like if you go to a show, you see somebody doing a drag race. They got the smoky burnout with cotton balls going off the back and stuff, but then there's nobody in the car.
Yeah, for anybody out there that does 3D printing, there's a huge market for drivers. I know hundreds of people that would love to have a driver in every build they do.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, they probably don't need legs. They probably just need like a thighs or something, something to sit them in a seat.
These, the three figures in there, they go all the way down to the knee, and that's as far as they go.
Okay.
And it works perfectly. You can put them in all kinds of different builds.
I really like this Bronco build that you did here.
That was a fun build, but boy, did that one, getting the lights to work was taxing. The lights are in the spare tire on that.
Well, there you go. The battery, you mean, it's in the spare tire.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The battery is in the spare tire.
Good. Hey, look at this. Bryce from Model Maker's Workshop. Hi, Bryce. He's, he's one of my sponsors. He's a 3D printer, and it looks like he's starting to do figures. All right, buddy. I'll tell you what, we will all steer people toward you if you start doing that.
I am writing that down right now, so I can remember.
There is a link in my description, Mark, and if you click on that, you get 10% off anything Model Maker's Workshop sells. So,
these live chats and podcasts cost me a lot of money.
Don't they, though?
Yes, they do. I will be using that link for sure. Thank you.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Bryce. We'll be on the lookout for that. I mean, his stuff too. I know he's my sponsor, but he is adding every day and awesome stuff. I mean, that he's grown leaps and bounds. He's growing like as fast as my channel has.
Cool.
When we first got together, he was my sponsor, and I was a new guy. I had just a couple videos, and he had just a couple parts. And now we both got full catalogs. So
that's awesome. That is great.
So that's the engine on the Bronco. So what do you use for a wire there?
I use solder.
That's solder, okay.
Yep, that's 0.3 millimeter solder.
I've done that too. Okay.
I use. It paints well, it glues well, and it stays where you put it.
Yeah.
So,
now, do you touch the paint up after you got it in place or something? Because I tried painting it first, but by the time you get it in place, it's all shiny again because you flake off the paint.
Yeah, I'll paint it, and I found that the Tamiya's flat paint stays on better than it doesn't scratch as much as the other ones. And wow, 600 parts, but and it's easy to touch up. So I'll paint them. Stick the I have 8 clothespins up on the table and just production line them out. Paint each one of them. I do about 2.5 inches long on every one of the wires and let them sit overnight, come down the next day and put them into place, let them sit for a minute or two and look at them, make sure I got the right, swoops and all that, and they're laying down good. And then I'll come back with a real pointy brush and touch them up.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. Look good.
That was fun. And there I have
lit up too.
Yes, that's lit up. I would not recommend that one for the first one you light.
Now, your tutorial, though, I think you had just lighting headlights on a model. You didn't get into all the little parking lights and stuff. So
No.
I'd probably, well, you're only a mile away. If I do this, do you mind if I go over your place?
Yeah. You can come over here, or I could come over there and let you do it. The parking lights are exactly the same as the headlights. I do nothing different.
Well, you must be sanding or drilling out the backs or something there.
UV resin is my hero.
Okay.
I'll drill straight through the dang light where it's supposed to be chrome, or they're chrome and then you got to paint them. I'll drill straight through the middle of that thing, paint the LED with whatever color clear Tamiya paint works for either the headlights or the taillights, and then a drop of UV resin, hit it for a minute with the light, and that's it.
Okay.
It's honestly that simple.
I'm gonna have to try that out. But then I'll keep them dark at the show because I don't want to.
No, light them up. Light them up. I'll tell you what. I have one of these that's got 19 LEDs in it, and the little tiny wafer battery lasted, I think, 20 days before it wore out.
Wow.
But I would love to see a whole table full of lit kits.
Now that would be cool.
Wouldn't it be neat?
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's a group build idea there. Group, and you must light it, and then we must meet at a show.
When you do your first one, the next build you're going to want to do it again, and you're going to keep wanting to do it. You're going to always look for where's the place to put the battery.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, that's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
And it's like, if it was a pain, I wouldn't do it. I'd do it every once in a while, but I don't know. I don't even think it's not even like a challenge. It's just like if you can do spark plug wires, you can do headlights. It is honestly that easy.
Okay. I'm getting a message from Kevin saying that you are still echoing. Folks, is Mark echoing? I thought I fixed that problem.
Is it me echoing?
That's what.
Because I don't even.
I got a message saying Mark is echoing big time.
Huh.
Let us know, folks.
I don't know how that.
I don't have you on a speaker anymore, so I know it's not the delay on my end.
I wonder. Let me put this in my other ear. If it's going through the metal.
Yeah, maybe you're one ear slower than the other.
Well, there's the mic is attached to this side.
Okay.
Did that help?
I don't know. I got a couple people saying that they're not hearing an echo problem.
Okay.
I don't know. Unless Kevin's fallen behind and he may be watching a little earlier segment of this, because if you do tune in late, you can roll back to the beginning of the show.
Oh,
maybe he's seeing it before I fixed the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so it appears not to be a problem. So, but I just wanted to check out because I hate to do a whole show and then read the comments later like that they couldn't hear it.
Oh yeah.
Now this is cool, little scooter.
That was such a fun little build. Let's say Tamiya kit. I think it is, and I got it for the people, and realized it actually came with that little Vespa. So I started building a Vespa, and then I decided, well, I got a couple other people I have to build. I'll paint her up so she's leaning on it, and then I ended up stealing her. And put her on this one. So she has by the group, she has been named Octavia.
Now, where are you getting these? Are you printing these or are you buying them from?
Nope, that is a Tamiya kit. That is called the Friends.
Oh, she comes with the scooter. Okay.
Yeah, she came with the scooter and 4 other people, a guitar, and like a suitcase.
Okay.
So really neat. It's a neat little kit. It was only like $12. So shoot, the Vespa was worth $12.
Yeah. I was going to take a picture of my duster because I commented to you the other day. Mine's red, but I primered that exact same door on the exact same side. And I assumed you had the same problem I had, which mine was a decal issue.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't. It was an issue that I made. That was supposed to be on the driver's side door, and I cut the decal out and measured it off and cut it, and realized I cut the one for the passenger side. So that's how that one got gray.
I've done that stuff before too. You're working on something, you're looking at it one way, but when you flip it around, you're thinking, I got to cut the right side. So when you flip it around, you cut the right side of something off, and it's like, oh, now that I flipped it, it should have been the left.
That's exactly what I did with that. But it's still, I mean, it worked out. It's still the same as what I wanted to do. And that was fun. I think that build's like 3 years old now. I had a lot of fun with that one.
Well, Jim's got a comment here. That's a cool
You
one.
know,
Yeah. Jim, I agree.
Jim, I tell you what, I'm looking right now at those filament LEDs just for that reason. I want to do a monster truck with the underlighting on it. I think that would be very cool.
Yeah, that would be neat.
Yeah. There's so much out there that you can do. And it's all, I mean, the hardest part is the little battery holder. You solder the plus and minus on it. That's the only thing that needs to be soldered. And I highly recommend those little battery holders. They have a switch on them and everything.
Yeah. And you were telling me, well, we went to a show together. I can't remember. I think it was the Sharon, the Svazgon, and you left one behind. You left one behind.
I left the Camaro behind.
But didn't you say that when you picked that up days later, it was still on or something? It was still lit?
Yeah, and it lit. It stayed lit for another maybe 2.5, 3 weeks.
Wow. Okay, so they last a lot longer than I would have thought they would. Okay.
Yeah, when I first did them, I was afraid to turn the LEDs on at the shows until just before judging. And man, it might have been the Sharon show. No, it wasn't. It was the one over near Toledo that I was tired. I brought everything, just kind of threw them all in the box, brought them out to the car, set them in the car at night, and left all the batteries on, or left all the lights on, and then went out that night, and there's all these lights glowing in the back of my car. And I thought, wow, they lasted a long time. So I thought, well, let's do an experiment, and I threw them all on the shelf here, and I think it was like 19 days before they started to go dim.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. Well, they are so tiny. I mean, yeah, you showed me how
they don't use any power at all. So if you wanted to display them, you figure every 20 days you're going to have to use a battery. So that's not bad.
I like the bus here.
Oh, that was so fun. And so frustrating all at the same time. I wanted to be able to have the front doors open, but the way that kit was designed, I still never did figure out how those pins were supposed to go on there and not snap off. So the two front doors don't open on that.
I see. Pretty cool.
It was fun. It's a good kit. It really builds up nice. It's just that I don't and it's me, I'm sure, because I've seen those with the doors open. I just couldn't figure out how to get them. Like you said, you come home from work, you're tired, and next thing you know, you have 3 pieces in your hand.
Yeah. Were you crying for me when I was talking about me having to work and how tough it is on me at the beginning of the show?
My heart bleeds.
I was watching you because I can see you even when you're not on the stage, and I saw you laughing at me like this clown.
I'm thinking you're working 10 days here. It was 15 below, and we were outside.
What is that? Is Nova?
That's my Nova build. A buddy of mine, Noel, his grandpa had one in green. So I grabbed that thing and just started. I just had fun with it. It was a almost box stock. I ran plug wires, and I think I put an aftermarket carb in that. But I just had a lot of fun with it just because I was giving it to him. No lights. No nothing, because he would have had to figure out how to put the lights in it. But just a neat build. And it's a low part count kit too. But it builds up real nice.
Nice. Tell me about this one.
My favorite build. I had a blast. If I ever build that again, it's got to be lit. I didn't expect the kit to be as fun as it was to build. It went together. It almost fell together. If you put all the parts in the box and shook them real hard, it'd come out looking like a car, I think. But it painted nice. Everything just went right with that kit. And it was a lot of fun. That was when I finally figured out Kaleido paint, I think.
Now, when you
And
say light it, you would flip those headlights up, or are you just
I
talking
will
a
cut
parking
those
light?
headlights out and make my own little headlight cans flipped up with the headlights on, and I would also light the turn signals on the front.
Yeah. Wow. That would be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that would have to be powered from a box underneath. But it that would be one of those kits. You ever have a kit that you're like, I want to do that again?
Yeah.
And that's one of them.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect it to be that. I put that kit down. I bought that at the Cleveland Model Show, and I picked it up 3 or 4 times and set it down. And finally, the vendor was like, "You pick it up again, you're taking it home." So I just got it then.
Hope you use non-flammable paint on that.
That's acrylic paint. That's funny.
We got 70 people in the room with us.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is. It is. Hey, guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'm showing only 33 likes. I hope that everybody likes the show. So just hit that like button for me, because that really helps.
Smash the like button. That helps.
It helps
that
the
helps
YouTube
promote
thing.
the show.
Yeah.
So YouTube will start pushing them if the like buttons are getting hit.
Yeah. And you're not making me rich, so don't think you're, it's not about money. So
you get a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Now
see how nice that engine is in that Fiero.
No kidding.
The only thing I did to that is add the dog bone support on it and the plug wires. The rest of that is all straight out of the box. It is a great kit.
Very nice. There's another. And this one, I just love this one.
That's the second one of those I built, and Bruce has me building one for him too this summer. But man, if you get a chance to build a kit just for fun, that is a real good one. I don't think it has 40 parts on the whole thing. It's a curbside.
Now, like on the lights, did you just use Tamiya clear green?
I did on the bulb. Well, no. As a matter of fact, not on this one. This one has the headlights are already green.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess that makes sense because they were, yeah.
Yeah.
One of those cool shows from our childhood there, isn't it?
I love that show. And what was neat was as I was building it, I was watching the series on YouTube.
Oh. I like this one at nighttime here. It looks so sinister.
Thanks. That was fun. And I put 2 dome lights inside this instead of just one like I did mine, so that you could see both Kato and Rip Reeve in there. And I had a guy ask me, "Hey, would you mind building this for me?" And I'm like, I'm not good enough to build a kit for somebody else. I build for fun, and I thought, and I texted him back. I was like, I will, and he said, I saw your build of it, and I'd like to have this built because I don't build, but my name's on the back of the box because he told him all the technical stuff about the car. And I'm thinking, well, no pressure there. So this one took a while. I spent a lot of time just trying to make everything as neat as I could with it, and it came out really good. It was a fun build.
Yeah, look at that. That detail is amazing. Yeah.
That has really good detail and very good decals on there. The dashboard, the gauges on the dashboard are all decals. The only thing I had to paint the wood grain was those 2 little side corners. Everything else was already pretty much set up there. Yeah. Cool. That was fun. Those little buttons. It doesn't really show in the picture, but there's all the buttons are the right colors.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Yeah, I was painting with a toothpick that night.
Yeah, I'm with you though about the commission builds. I just don't feel that I'm always worried I'm going to just not live up to somebody's expectation.
Exactly. I'm a hack builder, and that's all I want to be. To be honest with you, I want to just have fun with it, and then when I'm done having fun with it, the kit's done, and I put it away.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a good enough builder for somebody to come in and go, "Yep, that looks like it's supposed to."
Well, I mean, I think you're cutting yourself short because I think you are worthy, but I do understand the pressure,
I appreciate that, but everybody's at their own level, and mine's still hack.
And this one, at the time you sent me the picture, you were working on it, but I saw your episode. You had finished this one up.
Yeah, that might have been one of the most fun kits that I've done to date, and I'm kicking myself now that I did not light it. That was when it was negative 15 out and 3 feet of snow on the ground, and I was working like crazy. And I just came down here just to not think about work, and that's what I came out with, and I was happy with that one.
Yeah, sweet.
And the engine out of that, the engine, the radiator, and the rims and tires all came out of that the 32 Tudor kit. And so they worked out very well in there. They looked. I really wanted that flathead Ford in that build.
Yeah, it looks really good, especially if you're going to be all opened up like that.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to show that off. So,
hey,
but
Bryce,
then that made a problem. Oh, go ahead.
Bryce, have you started many flatheads yet in 3D? I'm looking for flatheads and Hemis. Okay.
Yeah, I've become partial to the flatheads in these open kits.
Yeah.
And look at how nice that suspension falls in there.
Yeah, that looks really good.
It builds up very well. And the flathead there, like I said, it's not the right engine, so I had to kind of modify the exhaust to fit it, so that little piece going from the headers to the cherry bombs is just aluminum pipe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even paint it when I was done. Just like, that's close enough. And
yeah, well, yeah. John, I disagree with you. Everybody puts a Chevy engine in a hot rod, a Ford hot rod, and I think a good old flathead looks really good.
Yeah, and the real thing's the flatheads that run a little hotter, but man, they look good, especially with those Stromberg carbs on them. Now, if I could find an intake with a blower for the flathead, I would love to build one of those.
Yeah, that would really be cool. So this 57 looks pretty sweet too.
That 57 is Revell's Snap Tight kit. That I think that went together in like a week. It came out really good, but that's their Snap Tight kit.
Oh, really?
And the only thing I added to it is the lights. Everything else is just part of the kit.
Sweet.
You'd never know it. There's a lot of detail in that for a Snap Tight kit, and it's a curbside too. So I was able to hide the battery and everything real easy. The whole frame, I just lift the whole body off the frame and put the lights in.
Sweet. I'm looking at these pictures in the dark like this, and I've just now decided the first car that I'm going to light. I got the 58 Fury model that I want to do up like Christine. Yes. So I think that's going to be the one I light. That'll be my first one. I'm going to do that.
That's a good one to do. Tammy, a clear paint for the green. Just paint the LEDs.
Okay.
And it works out real good. I have Christine. I finally got the right engine for Christine. So after I finish up the 19 ones that I have in the background and the Texaco station, we're going to get back onto that one.
Yeah, you've been talking about that Texaco station for about a year now.
Oh, that thing's 5 years old.
Oh, okay.
When I moved from the other room to here, I don't have a third of the room that I had, so I don't have anywhere to stage while I'm building it.
Yeah.
So it just kind of had to go away. Now, that is, I've had fun with that 55 or 55, 57. I wanted it to be different than everybody else's, so I went with the blackout on the chrome and the gray. Made it like a rum runner out of it.
Yeah.
That was fun. And the headlights are painted red on that.
Sweet.
But that's this one here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the headlights are red on that. They came out good, and the tail lights are lit on this one. That was just an all-around fun build. And this actually won best hot rod in the Sharon build for me, which I never expected that in a million years. Oh,
sweet.
That was a Christmas present from my brother last year. So no pressure there building a good one, right?
Right. Yeah, beautiful work, my friend. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? We're an hour and 20 minutes in already. I tell you.
Are we really?
You guys are so much fun. These shows are blowing by on me. But I think we got to keep on going for a little while. So if you're up to it.
I am. It's Friday. I have nothing to do.
Good deal.
Well,
I see
but that,
Dan there.
That
Hi, Dan.
57, I did the Snap Tight kit first. I'm sitting here staring at it. I did the Snap Tight kit first, and and then now I'm into 57s. So I did that, and then I jumped right into this one. I wasn't planning on building this till the middle of summer, and I think this took me probably 2 months to build. It was one of my longer builds, but it was one of those where I don't know if you're this way or not, but I struggle with my colors and what I'm going to do with it. I worry about the lights. I can figure them out real quick, but then I'll change ideas for colors and interior and exterior colors and all that 20 times before I finally grab paint. But this one, I knew exactly what I was going to do before I even brought the kit down into the shop.
Okay.
And it all worked out really well. That's a kit I highly recommend if you're not afraid of a lot of little parts. It's got a bunch of them.
Well, the Columbus show is it's got a 57 Chevy theme in it, so you gotta make sure you bring that.
It's definitely I'm going to bring both of them and put them side by side. She's a little worse for wear right now. I got a couple of scratches I'm going to try to polish out, but it's definitely going to go just because I love that car. I don't know what else I'm going to bring, but that one's got to go. And I didn't realize that was a 57 was the theme for that until yesterday.
Oh.
Pop's Model, thank you very much.
Yeah, Mike's a good guy. They were on just a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you caught that episode, him and son Mikey. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That was a good show.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed that too.
It took me 3 days to watch it because I was watching it at lunch at work.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And you're right. I don't know why YouTube makes it so hard to find live videos.
Yeah, they put it in that stupid tab over there, so that's why I'm going to try the rerun.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
I think that'll do you really well because now everybody can find it.
Yeah, mine was a flop the other day, but I made it a premiere. And I don't know if you've ever done a premiere video, but it's like a live video kind of in a way where there's a chat section. And you can be commenting with the people, but it's live. Like people cannot fast forward it until it's over, and then it becomes a recorded show. And I think some people like to skim forward, especially if it's a rerun or something. So this time when I do it Sunday, I'm not going to make it premiere where you can do live comments. We'll just run it as a repeat. But but yeah, hoping everybody has a chance to see it. So
that's really cool. I was kind of holding off on doing lives because that reason they just disappear. But I like throwing in the rerun because I was thinking about what did I mess up Monday.
Yeah,
for just a quick, like a 20-minute, this is what I've screwed up this week, and then go on from there.
Now let me put you on the spot live on TV here, because I've mentioned it on a bunch of my videos from the time I met you last year. That I talked about us collaborating and doing a live show. And I don't mean this kind of live show. This is
right.
You're my guest on this one.
Yeah.
But we had kind of come up with an idea where Joe from Joe's New Rush Shop, yourself, and myself would go and sit like at a table and do like a show, just a little bit different than having the satellite cameras going and stuff like that. Yeah. So, are you on board? Do you think that's something that we might try to piece together?
I can't wait to be able to do that, but I don't have the time with work. Work is right now just killing me.
Yeah.
I'm this close to retiring, so I think once that happens, I got one more winter, and I'm done. So, then I'm for sure I'm on board 100%. But I would hate to commit to it and then end up where I can't be there. I got to be at work, or I just work 16 hours and I'm going to bed. Type of thing, and leaving you guys ace in the hole there.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do then. I'm going to hold you to it, and I'll carry this show for that year, and then we'll do a spinoff. I'll end this one.
You got a deal.
And that'll be the spinoff
don't end
show.
This one. Don't end this one, because this is awesome. This is the old school, two buddies sitting down and just BSing about what they like to do. I love this show.
Oh, thank you.
This format is really awesome. I like this. So
well, I appreciate you saying so.
Much. So, yeah, keep this and throw that one in on top of it.
Okay, well, there you go. So, yeah, I guess that'll work.
If you do that, I'm in.
Okay. All right, then. It's a deal.
All right. I will be retired, not this July, but next July.
Yeah.
One more winter, and I'm out.
And hopefully they let you, just like I thought I was retired, and then I got drafted again.
They'll probably be super happy that it happens. So, I'm the old guy now, so I'm pretty much I'm good for remembering where valves are and things like that. Keep it out of people's way.
Great. Hey guys, it's your chance to hit Kevin and myself with questions. So ask away, or forever hold your peace. Really good though. These comment sections really roll by, and sometimes they have their own little thing going on the side. Sometimes I wonder if they're even watching.
I didn't realize I could make the screen bigger, so now I can almost see them.
Okay. I'm purposely run that little bit of how would you call it, the conversation right on our screen too, and I do that because if we do the reruns, people won't see the original chat. And I thought, it'll help.
Idea.
Like it helps me because I miss a lot of these chats when I'm doing the show because I've got so much going on, trying to navigate everything and, keep the show going. Right. And I miss so many comments. And then after the show, I sit back and have a couple brewskis and watch the show. And that's when I have fun because I get to watch it. And then I see all these great comments like, oh, man, I didn't even know he was there. And he said the greatest thing. I wish I would have acknowledged it.
And I noticed that the other day when I was watching it at lunch is you can follow the chats, and boy, your chats move fast too. Like you said, they have their own, they go off on their own little tangents sometimes and talking about different things, and that's fun to watch too.
Right.
So, Building in Retirement channel.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I'm trying. Joe says he's on board. I was trying to show his comment, but must be a little, what would you call it? A little technical difficulty. I'm not able to show the comments right now. But Joe from Joe's New Rush Shop said that he's on board. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So I think StreamYard heard my complaint, so they decided to now give me another problem.
Oh no, what's going on now?
I can't show the comments all of a sudden on the screen. Like I usually will do the
Oh,
highlighted comment.
you know what? How about, did I mess that up by
No,
making my?
in fact, I am now seeing that I have multiple problems. No matter what I'm
Uh-oh.
clicking on is not working. Yeah, if I tried to add stuff to the stage. So luckily we're on and it's still working,
Yeah.
but I've lost all control, so I cannot highlight any more comments.
Oh, that's
But
too
I think we're
bad.
good. I think we'll get through. Yeah, weird. Okay, so first time I've had that issue, but yeah, nothing's controlling for me. Okay, we'll
Shoot.
still get by.
Well, now it's time for you to chill and just enjoy it.
Yeah,
You don't have to. You don't have to struggle through.
yeah. I'm too
So, what
broke to
is next on
retire.
your plate?
What's next on my plate?
Yeah.
Well, I really want to get back to being retired and playing full time.
I can totally understand that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, 1 year off. I mean, and that flew by. It reminded me of being a kid back when we used to get summer vacation, and back then we used to get the whole summer off.
Yeah.
That year flew by just like an old school summer vacation, and it was an entire year. But I had so much fun with it. I want to get back to it.
I totally understand why.
But I mean, they're paying me to do the job and that, and I guess, yeah, I've been like taking advantage of it and buying things that I wouldn't normally be buying because it's
Oh, there
like
you
I
go.
didn't
Yeah.
expect the extra income. So it's like, okay, hey, time to
Yeah.
treat yourself to a few things.
Yep.
Okay,
So that's
but
the benefit of it. You work extra to spend more.
that's it. Yeah. I'll tell you what. And then of course, springtime. I'm dying to get that Harley out on the road again.
Yeah.
I haven't even had a chance to fire it up and run it this winter. Usually there's at least a nice day. Today was close, but it got really windy, and there's still a lot of
Yeah,
gravel
it
and
sure did.
salt on the road.
Yeah, you can see it blowing across the road as I was coming home.
I'm sorry, my assistant was speaking to me. What's that there?
He's not echoing now.
Yeah, okay. She was telling me about the echo thing, but that's over. It's not echoing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it did get windy today.
Yeah, and it's getting cold again too. So
Yeah.
yes.
So are you going to be building full time then?
Yeah, probably a little bit less though come summertime because this last summer I didn't plan on building. I planned on building in the winter because this is when you're trapped indoors, in Northeast Ohio. And come summertime, I have my outdoor hobbies. But what happened to me is the channel kind of took off and was doing really well around May, and I didn't have much in the way of videos. I had like maybe 10 videos out there or something like that. But
Yeah.
the subscribers just kind of ballooned on me, and I got to thinking that like, well, I don't have much of a library for somebody to sit back and binge watch or something.
Right.
So I decided to build and do videos all summer long. Where this year, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break and get outdoors more because
There you go. Cool.
we got to appreciate that nice weather,
Yeah, we sure didn't have it this winter.
right?
A long winter. So I am really I know exactly what you're talking. I'm ready to be retired, and then I can focus more on the channel and on my builds and on the family and outside. And I want to do some traveling, probably to shows. I think my traveling is going to be wrapped around different shows.
Why
I
not?
go out. I hook up with Lennis last year in outside of Gettysburg, and I think that's going to be an annual trip now. So that was a really fun day.
Great.
I'd love to be able to make that a week.
Yeah.
Just go out instead of shotgun out, shotgun back.
Yeah. And I'm going to do a few of those. I'm doing NNL East in Jersey. That's in April, so probably not the best weather in the world, but
Yeah,
probably not bad.
yeah.
But the Georgia show, the Acme show in Atlanta, I definitely plan on doing that one this year because it looked like it was a blast
you-
of a show.
That's cool. That I probably won't make that one for a couple of years,
Yeah.
but I definitely want to do. I want to get down there and just stand in the center of it and look around like, wow.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of my favorite content creators were there too. I mean, it's like
Yep.
so many of those guys, especially ones down south and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
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 But
You're
anyways,
halfway. We're not close, but we're not far.
right.
It's not like we're out in California or Michigan or anything.
But you're right
So
though.
maybe
When you
when I
retire, you
retire,
can
we
make a
can get
little
the bus
vacation
and
out of
drive
it.
down. Yeah. Yep.
Now, let me ask you something. If I get insomnia, am I able to call you? Would you like read me a bedtime story?
Sure.
Because
My
I think
phone's
you.
next to the chair.
Because that's
You
another
mean
idea for
I
you.
can put you to sleep? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, give me a call.
Yeah. I tell you, when you retire, that's just another avenue for you. And I'll bet that one would go really viral is bedtime stories by Mark. And you just tell any kind of stories. And especially be fun if they were like adult content stories, but you did it in the bedtime story theme.
Oh, that'd be funny. That's I might have to start writing stuff down.
There you go.
That's
Well,
really
I've
funny.
really had a lot of good time. I wish folks I could put your comments on the screen. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to be able to end the show because absolutely nothing is working.
Well, you better. I've been up since 3 this morning.
Wouldn't that be something? I guess I can just kill it by just shutting off my computer if I can't get out of it. So, do you have any parting remarks, Mark?
I
Because
want to thank
we're
you
over an
very
hour and a half.
much for putting up with me for tonight. That I had a really good time.
It
I
was
did.
fun.
I want to thank everybody that's out there putting up with me too. And don't forget, hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe.
Thank
It
you. Thank
really
you.
makes the channel roll. So
And
we
if
want to
you
keep
haven't
this
watched
going.
his channel, it link is in the description. But I'm sure everybody knows who Mark is.
No, I'm the hack that sits in the basement. But yeah, thank you very much. Thank everybody for everything they've done. And again, let's thank the veterans, the first responders, and active duty people for putting it out every day. So, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this because I actually do this every time I do it. I say, I salute each and every one of you, and I do in the background.
Very good.
So,
Thank you, Mark.
thank you very much.
Appreciate it. And folks, I appreciate all you watching tonight. I thought it was a great show. So come visit me next week when we get Ricky from Shaggy's Awesome Garage. He's down out of Pensacola, Florida. So we're going to hear what his weather's like. He's probably going to be 80 degrees and we're going to be 20 here. So, so stay tuned and watch that one, folks. Thank you so much for joining me and joining Mark. So, Mark, you have a good weekend, sir, and we'll see you soon.
You too. Everybody else too. Thank you.
Thanks. And you know what? It's not letting me close that. So, I've got no control. I am going to have to do a hard. Wow, what's going on here? Yeah, nothing. Folks, we can't end the show.
All right. Well, we're going to start a 24-hour build tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna have to like do a hard shutdown on my computer here, and that's gonna do it. So we'll see what happens.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. And that ain't working either.
You're going to have to pull the plug.
What has happened?
I broke your computer. I don't know if we're live still or not. Maybe if I log off, everything will break down. So good night, everybody.
Okay. I had to kill my computer and get restarted to end this stream, or it was not going to end, folks. So sorry about the technical glitch at the end. I think StreamYard was a little upset with my comment earlier. Okay, so now I've got control of the screen, and we're going to sign off. So once again, thanks for watching.